Hier sieht es auf jeden Fall ziemlich sicher aus. Ist wieder ein rotes Licht, das uns sagt, dass irgendwie... Okay, es ist Feuergefahr.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that.
Oh yeah.
And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense.
Nee.
And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay. Stanley began screaming. Please, someone wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Oh.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy, this much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Und somit endet ein weiteres Ende von der Stanley Parable. Und wir sind wieder hier.
All of his co-workers were... Wait, no. This isn't the right office, is it? Is this Stanley's office?
Nicht sicher. 427, ja. Stimmt soweit, ich weiß. Ja, ja.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door and this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire
Ich
it.
bin mir sicher, dass das der richtige Weg ist.
And here it was, the lounge. What a room, Stanley thought to himself. What a room, what a room, what a room. This is what Stanley thought. What a room. What a room, what a room. What a room. Va-va-voom. What a room.
Ja, na dann gehen wir weiter, ne?
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Yes!
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Ja. Oh. Ist auch ziemlich dunkel, muss ich sagen.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left.
Okay. Wartet mal. Ich sehe hier gerade... Hier kann man nochmal nach unten drücken. Passiert aber leider nichts. Schade. Okay, na dann. Können wir jetzt links oder rechts gehen? Ich würde sagen, wir versuchen es mal rechts. Kann man leider nicht durch. Ja, da durchschauen? Nein. Schade. Na gut, dann müssen wir sowieso links gehen.
Oh no, no, it's to the right, my mistake.
Ich wette, das passiert jetzt ein paar Mal. Ich wette mit euch. Weil wir doch die Tür funktionieren.
No, 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 not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
Klar, klar. Ja, dass wir mit dem Aufzug einfach wieder rauffahren.
Let's see, we went down, right, left, down, left, right.
Stimmt, stimmt.
Yep, okay, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Bin ich mir aber nicht so sicher. Ich will nicht sterben. Achso, hier gibt es noch eine Tür. Ich dachte, ich muss jetzt sterben. Hallo, ist da niemand drin, wenn das Licht noch brennt, oder? Okay. Bin ich.
No, 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 no. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay, 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 okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
Und das war ein weiterer Sender von Let's Play the Stanley Parable oder vom normalen Spiel einfach.
All of his
So.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to
Gut,
go
ich
to
muss
the
jetzt
meeting room.
erstmal...
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Genau. Wir haben jetzt noch die Möglichkeit. Wir wollen alle Enden sehen. Ich will alle Enden sehen. Ihr vielleicht auch.
When Stanley... Wait.
Das sind
what?
mehrere Türen.
No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere, or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Ja, ich würde gerne hier, aber das Achievement habe ich schon. Wenn ich jetzt noch weiter hier drücke, wird nichts mehr passieren. Na gut, schaut fast alles gleich aus. Die zwei schauen auf jeden Fall gleich aus. Gut, dann muss ich hier nochmal speichern. Gut, hier gab es überhaupt keine Möglichkeit, wo ich anders gehen kann. Also überschreibe ich das jetzt einfach. Gehe direkt hier rechts und dann... Hier, wenn ich hier gehe, komme ich da raus. Okay. Hier komme ich irgendwie weiter. Okay, da war ich noch nicht. Kann ich aber im Kreis gehen? Was ist das überhaupt für ein Büro?
This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not? No.
Gut, wir sind wieder zurück. Echt?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Ich dachte, das war schon das
Stanley
Ende.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Das war aber leider noch nicht das Ende. Das war das Ende, was wir jetzt gerade gesehen haben.
Okay, it's worse. I might be
Oder auch
remembering
nicht.
this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Das ist eine gute Idee. Ich gehe nochmal zurück. Haben wir irgendwas übersehen? Ich weiß gar nicht. Hier. Das haben wir übersehen. Nein, hilft uns aber alles auch nichts. Hier ist hier vielleicht eine Tür offen. Nein, sind alle zugesperrt. Hier ist Nummer 420. Am Arbeiten. Nee, bis jetzt nicht. Hier ist auch zu.
Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes.
Also.
No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Okay, ja, da gibt es aber nicht wirklich irgendwas. Also, das ist eine gute Idee. Warum hängt hier eine Uhr, verdammt nochmal? Oder Bilder. Oder wo bin ich?
Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job. Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win.
Eigentlich nicht.
Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time, I have to restart.
Alles klar, aber das ist das Ende dieser Geschichte anscheinend nicht. Hier ist die Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Was ist, wenn ich jetzt hier bleib? Das würde mich sehr interessieren, aber...
Alright, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Ja, geht nicht einfacher, ne? Also... Hä? Da konnte ich aber bis jetzt noch nicht ran. Boah, Mann, wie viele Entscheidungen gibt's hier? Ich werde heute nicht mehr mit dem Spiel fertig. Ich hätte nicht so spät anfangen sollen. So, hätten wir da noch eine Entscheidung gehabt. Ne, genau, das war... Was war denn das jetzt eigentlich? Ja, genau. Das können wir alles überschreiben. Das ist noch nicht das Ende. Was ist, wenn ich jetzt hier gehe? So viele Möglichkeiten, aber das ist der Wahnsinn.
No, I'm down. We're living it up to the line from now on.
Aber da... Okay, dann müssen wir sowieso zurück. Okay. Wenigstens gibt es hier nichts mehr. Oder? Jetzt geht's aber auch noch raus. Hier können wir sicher auch irgendwann raus. Schade. Okay, na gut. Was bleibt uns anderes übrig, außer hier noch zu schauen? Nope. Okay, na dann. Hä? Passiert gar nichts, wenn ich hier drücke. Okay, egal. Was zum... Das muss ein kleines Büro sein hier. Okay, das ist auch nicht viel größer. Aha. Jemand am Solitär spielen war wenigstens gut. Irgendwie nicht, weil das noch nicht mal das ganze Spielfeld im Bild. Naja, okay. Das sind auch Büros? Warum schaut denn das hier so aus?
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny.
Ja.
Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right? Okay. Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office in fact the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa.
Irgendwie schon, ja.
Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Ja, das ist wirklich... ja, aber ich wollte hier gerne nochmal speichern. Weil es gibt hier wieder zwei Wege. Ich könnte hier gehen. Oder hier. Was zum... Hä? Da war doch eine Wand vorher. Achso, dann eine zugemachte Tür, ja klar. Heilige Scheiße, so ist laut. Ah, schade. Ah, Mist. Was zum Teufel? Schade, hier geht's auch nicht rauf. Hier geht's auch nicht weiter. Was zum... Was soll ich denn da rauf? Heilige Scheiße, was will denn der Kack jetzt? Aha, da hat er Fragezeichen. Acht. Oh, ups, Entschuldigung. 7. 6. Wenn das ein Büro ist, warum sind da weitere Büros da hinten? Muss man durch das Büro, um zu den anderen Büros zu kommen? 38, schade. Ich dachte, es geht jetzt immer weiter runter. Oh. Ich habe echt keine Ahnung, was ich jetzt noch sagen soll. Weil ich werde sowieso die ganze Zeit übertönt. Oh. Achso. Hä? Bitte was? Was zum... Willst du mich verarschen? What the fuck? Alter, wie geil ist das jetzt, Alter? Das ist extrem geil gemacht. Hä? Heilige Scheiße, wie geil.
Cut the music.
Oh, na Gott
Go
sei
back
Dank.
and look at that fern.
Boy. Das war super. So. Ich speichere jetzt nochmal. Was hatten wir hier? Hatten wir irgendeine Möglichkeit? Nein, okay. So. Go back, wohin?
Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Fern? Achso, das ist ja die Pflanze. Okay. Ich dachte jetzt irgendwie die Dinger da, die Rollläden, aber nein, das ist die Pflanze gemeint, okay.